A narcissist will block your number when one of two things happens. First of all, they will not block your number um, if, you know, you just send them, occasional texts and then occasional phone calls. They will not block your number because they want to see that you're sending them these texts and that you're sending them these phone calls, and that is narcissistic supply to them, and they like getting these texts and phone calls even though they never respond to them, and never answer your questions, never answer your, you know, you'll ask them for an explanation, you'll ask them please, text you back, or, maybe once in a while they'll even like throw you a bone and be like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm busy right now, but I'll get back to you, and then like you're like, oh, okay, and then like they just don't respond. But anyway, they like getting these texts and they like getting these phone calls from you because it's still narcissistic supply. So they're not going to block you. Um, but so the only time that they will actually block you is when it's an easy way out for them, meaning you start sending them texts, um, for example, that start saying the truth, start saying what you really think about them, what you really think about the situation, start saying like the truth of things that you know, things that are, things that they don't want to acknowledge, things that they don't want to talk to you about, things that they won't, help you with an explanation for. That's when they will do something like just run away from it by blocking you. And that way they don't get these texts. They don't have to read them because they really don't want to read these texts that, are just filled with, truths that they don't want to read. The only other time that they might block you is if they're involved with someone else and you are actually texting them or calling them so frequently that it is actually starting to hinder them or get in the way of them being in another relationship or something like that. That's about the only other time that they will block you. Otherwise, they're not going to block you so long as you're not texting them that often or not calling them that often. And, because they like getting that narcissistic supply, even though they have no intention of ever responding to you. And honestly, sometimes even if you do call them often or text them often, so long as it's not hindering them, so long as they're not in another relationship, they might still just not block you because still, they can just, so long as it's not hindering them in any way, they do like seeing the texts and the phone calls and you're begging them to text you back or whatever it is. So that is why a narcissist will or will not block you sometimes. I hope that was helpful, and thanks for listening.